Hey Gemini, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. If you are new here, thank you for joining. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I'm going to do your August 2025 reading. First, I'm going to pull from the overarching energies from a new oracle deck that I have that I'm loving. And then I will pull charms. I'm doing an abbreviated Celtic cross as well as advice at the end. So hope you're doing well. Hope your summer is going well. Let's get into your energy for August. All right, Spirit, show me Gemini for August. August for Gemini. Any and all messages that are for the highest good of Gemini. Please clear this space of anyone's energy that is not of Gemini, including my own. Please allow the highest messages for the good of Gemini to come through. Allow me to tap into Gemini's energy. Allow me to tap into Gemini's energy. I feel myself like going down. I'm seeing a long curvy path. But it's beautiful and it's blue, which is like into the depths, into the emotions. Show me Gemini in August. Messages for the highest good of Gemini, Spirit. I'm seeing an individual walking barefoot down this path. So I'm getting a sense of like really grounding. Show me Gemini in August. It's like grounding, centering within the self. Show me Gemini in August. I'm hearing the word exploration. Exploration. There's a curiosity about where a path will lead. Listening to the ancestors and the burden of choice on the split. I don't feel resistance. I feel a going down a journey, and it's an exploration of some sort. Very interesting, Gemini. But what's interesting is I'm not feeling you lead with your mind. Perhaps this is the other side of you. All right, let's do 3 more. Gemini for August 2025. Gemini for August 2025. 1 more. All right, I'm gonna shake them out, Spirit. Gemini for August 2025. The river dances to the sea, flow state and trusting in the adventure. Like I said, a journey, that flow state. I feel like you're not leading with your mind on this. Emergence, excuse me, of true knowing, intuition, rigorous honesty, and inventory. There's the exploration. But it's intuitive. It's a sense. It's a going with the flow. It's going on an exploration. I don't know what you are exploring. Death reclaims a life, letting go the sacred quality of death and natural endings and grief. It did come out in the reverse. Okay. So I have the numbers 3, 41, and 21. Perhaps the journey that you're going on is requiring you to leave something behind. And then at the bottom of the deck, connection through the cosmos, community, everything is connected, and the law of reciprocity. Perhaps through this exploration, you will come to an understanding that everything is connected and our steps are connected. I feel like there's such a grounding energy with you. Like you were walking barefoot. It's like you didn't know where the journey was leading you, but you were willing to explore. I'm actually seeing the 10 of Wands cup in my mind's eye from the Light Seers deck. Let me see if I can pull that out real quick so you can see, because the individual is leaving, like walking away from something, and they're going on a journey. I don't know if they're barefoot. Let me see. On the 10 of Swords, they're barefoot, which is pain. 8 of Cups, they're barefoot. Where's the 10 of Wands? And literally the person has like their bags packed as they embark on this journey. No, they're not. They are not barefoot. They are wearing combat boots. And then right behind it is the Lovers, which is a major decision. Okay. So a flow state, trusting in the adventure, rigorous honesty, inventory, and death reclaims a life. So I'm feeling death and rebirth here, which is also the Death card in the Light Seers tarot deck. So I'm going to use that deck for your clarifiers because it is calling to me. Very interesting. But overarching, I see you going on a journey, barefoot, grounded, very, very grounded. I do not feel your mind interfering in this at all, which is non-typical for a Gemini. So you maybe have a different placement in Gemini. Perhaps it is your North Node, or I don't know, your emotional self, because there's so much on that blue energy that I was seeing. Let me see. Excuse me. Gemini for August. I feel a sense of trust. Cross of commitment. We have another cross of commitment. It's actually matching frequencies here. I have the word miracle with the star, which is our greatest desire and hope and path forward. It's our vision. I have the word warrior. I have the word blessed. I have the weight. Yeah, so dropping a weight that has been upon you. I have the tooth in reverse. So I feel like there's a freeing element here. I have the keyhole. So yeah, what doors are you going to open? I have the cat, which represents intuition. I have the big feather, which is go with that flow state. I have the tree of life, so ultimate abundance, everything that we are connected to, which we saw that community card. Let me see, actually. Yeah, community, everything is connected, the law of reciprocity. Connection through the cosmos. I feel like this, whatever you are feeling connected to, is on a whole other plane. I have the word enough. I have the bat, so listening to the signals, listening to the promptings, listening to the signs and synchronicities. listening to the radar, and trusting it. I have the trumpet, so a sign of judgment. I have the medallion with the numbers 11352. I have the excuse me, might be something that you're wanting to speak as well. I'm feeling that in my throat chakra. I have the medallion that represents manifestation. So you have all the tools that you need for this journey. You are aligning yourself with what is aligned with your highest good. I have 2 flowers in reverse. So lack of blooming energy, lack of growth, as well as a butterfly in reverse. So lack of transformation in a particular situation. I have the elephant, so slow moving. Perhaps this bit has been a slow movement for you, or a slow judgment. I have another feather, so 2 signs of going with the flow and intuition. I have the shovel, so digging deep. I have the key for the door. Yeah, you hold the key to the door that you are opening or going towards. I have the drums, so music might be important. I also I'm hearing the beat of like a drum circle. It's like now, like come on. I have the cornucopia, sign of gratitude. I also have the symbol that I always see as a pivot in direction. So perhaps you were going on one direction and you're pivoting. Interesting. So the letters, these 2 are right next to each other, and it spells me, M-E. Yeah, you're going towards you, what's right for you. All right, let me see the other letters that I have, and then I'll get into the rest of the charms. Let me see if I got duplicates here. I do. I got another one here. Okay, I have E, V, X, U, J, C, 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 Y, Y, N, B, and H. I'll say those again. E, V, X, U, J, C, 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 Y, Y, N, B, and H. I have the star. There's the star pathway, our deepest desire for the path forward. I have the masculine tie in reverse. I have the 3-leaf clover, and I have another tree of abundance. Interesting, but they're different. One's gold, one's silver. Perhaps a misalignment. Okay, I'm going to get into the abbreviated Celtic cross, and we will see where this message is going. So the river dances to the sea, so flow state, trusting in the adventure, emergence of true knowing, death reclaims a life in reverse, and then connection through the cosmos. I'm being drawn to the faces on these cards. Not all of the cards in this oracle deck are faces, right? But literally you have faces on all of yours. And the eyes are so distinct. I feel like there's a lot here about claiming you. Remember, we had that word me. Claiming you. Let me see Gemini for August. More messages for Gemini for August. Claiming you. The groundedness, the centeredness, the walking barefoot, the going on the journey into the depths of you. But I feel like you're going somewhere. You know where you're going. I'm really getting that you know where you're going. It's not an aimless wandering. I feel like it might have been a difficult judgment call to make. Show me Gemini in August. Gemini in August. What is this about for Gemini? Messages for the highest good. Stating your truth. Let's do 4 more. Gemini in August. I'm counting the shuffles with you, and I did that with another sign. I can't remember which one, but you might want to take a look. I'm going to do 1 more. This is the 5th. 5s might be important to some of you. Messages for the highest good of Gemini. The Hanged Man. Yeah, this has been under contemplation for a while. I haven't been shuffling them out like this, but I'm feeling the need to. The center of you, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Wands crossing you. Internal battle, internal struggle. Queen of Pentacles, you are feeling like you're nurturing yourself. Interesting. It's a self-love energy. It's a self-nurturing energy, but it's also nurturing of the world that we want for ourselves, right? One that we think is aligned, that we know is aligned with our value. 5 of Wands, there is conflict. It can be conflict with others. It can be conflict within yourself. And I'm, based on your oracles, based on your terms, I am seeing it as internal conflict. Let's see what's crowning you. The Hanged Man. Yeah. Coming out of a state of stagnation, moving, action, gaining new perspective. Let's see what's in your recent past. The Hierophant, there's the commitment. Our book of life, the things that we abide by, the things that we subscribe to. It could just be a belief system. It can be, you know, it's structures that we align with. It also can be highest self. I'm not seeing that in this context. I am seeing this more as something that you have been subscribing to, something that you have been committed to in your recent past. Recent can be everything from this morning to 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 15 years ago. It's beliefs. It's a belief system. Let's see what's on the exit. The Chariot. Movement in a particular direction. And then what is to come? 4 of Wands. Some kind of stability, some kind of... 4 of Wands can be relationship energy. It also can be celebratory energy. Some kind of stability. Whether in a relationship context or not, What's interesting is there's also feathers on this. Remember I said, I feel like you know where you're going. And you had 2 feathers come up in your charms. Go with the flow. Trust in the adventure. I feel like your intuition is leading you somewhere. And then let's see your overarching Ace of Cups, love. Could be self-love, fullness of heart. We will take a look. As I mentioned, I'm going to use the light seers for your clarifiers, which I have not used for the other signs, but I was getting imagery off of this. So, all right, I'm going to start clarifying right at that Ace of Cups. All right, show me Ace of Cups for Gemini, a fullness of heart, also the third eye on this card, that intuition, listening to oneself. Show me that Ace of Cups in the overview for Gemini. Ace of Cups in the overview for Gemini. You know what I just thought about? Literally not one sword on the board. Remember I said I did not feel like you were like navigating based on your mind. Not one sword is on this board. If anything, it's earth, fire, and then major arcana, which represents a spiritual shift. Earth, fire, and a spiritual shift. Very interesting. Oh, and then we have the cups, the emotions. But not one sword is on this board in your baseline. All right, show me this Ace of Cups for Gemini. Let's do 2 more. Ace of Cups for Gemini. Two of Wands, the Moon, the Emperor. Yeah, being at a crossroads concerning, I feel like emotions, like deep emotions within the self. The Emperor, your inner energy though of power. You're in an energy of authority, of taking control of these deep emotions within the self and making decisions accordingly. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is like a present energy of decision making. Deep emotions. You're claiming the emotions, your deep emotions that have existed below the surface in the Moon. I feel like you're claiming the journey into the depths and understanding them, understanding your heart. Being willing to go into the unknown, making a decision according to that. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Let's take a look at you currently. Show me Queen of Pentacles. It's beautiful energy. It's like you're seeing your own depths differently. You're seeing them more intuitively and with that third eye. It's like you're not trying to intellectualize them. You're just claiming them. You're feeling empowered by them even. You're feeling empowered by your emotions. You're feeling empowered by your depths. Something about it is grounding for you. Show me the Queen of Pentacles for Gemini. Let's do 2 more. Queen of Pentacles for Gemini. That flow state. There's not a resistance to it. A lot of people resist the moon. Judgment. There's the decision. There's the 6 of Swords. The Tower. Wow. There's the decision. The surprise epiphany. 6 of Swords. I need to walk away. I need to move away from this. Whatever this is, the Hierophant, I've learned lessons about spiritual lessons, judgment, sharp insights in the Tower. And then the 6 of Swords is a moving away. It's a seeking of calmer waters. The Tower is very tumultuous sometimes. Queen of Pentacles, something about your world. It's like there's sharp understanding and lessons about what is right for you. Emergence of true knowing. Rigorous honesty. That's the Tower. In the Tower, illusions come down, delusions come down, and what remains is truth. Sharp insight and a spiritual lesson and decision has arrived in the form of a tower. And you're feeling internal conflict about this, which I can understand. Could be conflict with another. Let's see. 5 of Wands. I don't know what that sharp insight is for you, but I know that the towers are always meant for our highest good. And remember, we had that death reclaims a life in reverse. Show me this 5 of Wands for Gemini. And remember that Hierophant, like I said, it could be, it's just your beliefs, it's your book of life, it's the things that you've subscribed to, it's the ideas, the people, places, things that we've connected ourselves to because it's just the way that it was. It's just what we've done. And we don't really question it. It's our way of life. Show me that 5 of Wands. Let's do 2 more for the 5 of Wands. Two of Swords, Strength, Page of Cups. So there's been some confusion, some black and white thinking about what is correct for you. 5 of Wands, there's like an internal struggle. surrounding your heart. But I see you strength. Page of Cups is like an opening up. Also can be a messenger. I feel like here it's an opening up, and it basically, what I feel like you're showing me here is it would take your strength to open up to your emotions, to your emotional self, which we see over here, the moon, and then you just experience the Tower. And it takes your strength to process these emotions. It's causing like a lot of internal turmoil for you. It's like, have I been blindfolded? Was I blind? Did I have a blindfold on that I wasn't seeing properly? Because remember, the Tower brings down the illusions. But you're showing me you have strength, and you do have the ability to open up to your emotional self and to your heart, and it's difficult to process the emotions is what I feel like you're showing me, but you're doing it. Okay. All right, let's see the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is kind of like what's on your mind currently. This is the gaining new perspective. This is like hanging upside down. I need to gain new clarity. It's also a state of like halting, like I'm not moving in any particular direction. This is currently crowning you. Let me see the Hanged Man for Gemini. It's like just like a processing energy. Emergence of true knowing. Yeah, it's taking the inventory. Trying to gain the new perspective. Show me the Hanged Man for Gemini. Let's do one more. Hanged Man for Gemini. Seven of Pentacles, Justice, Queen of Wands. Interesting. You're considering an investment. Justice, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. You showed me yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. At the core of your reading. Seven of Pentacles, Justice, Queen of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles is like nurturing the seeds that we've planted. Is it correct for me? Justice. Once again, another spiritual card, lesson, understanding. You're gaining new perspective in your Hanged Man state, in your contemplation, in your deep internal reflection, in your inventory that you're taking about investment. And looks like there's a Queen of Wands energy here, fiery energy. Where you come about things more practical. This person, this energy comes about it more passionately. They're very fiery energy, so could be Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't necessarily have to be. In Justice, we also have Libra. But you're taking inventory on whether is it correct to invest. If that's you, which I don't feel like it is, but if it is, you're just really weighing like what is correct for me. What investments are correct for me? Is what I have been invested in, is it correct for me? Does it lend to my fire energy? Does it lend to passion? Does it lend to a feeling of vibrancy for myself? Is it balanced? Is it equal? Is it spiritually aligned with me? We have all of that in that Justice card. Okay, let me see the Hierophant. Possibly even are my beliefs and the things that I've been living my life by, the book of life that I've been living by, is it spiritually aligned with me? Does it ignite me? Does it make me feel passion? Does it make me feel vibrant? Does it make me feel alive in my life? Literally can just be as simple as that. Or does it keep me stagnant, right? Like the Hanged Man, Seven of Pentacles can be a stagnant energy where it just, there's a stopping point. There's a growth stopping point. So like what I've been living my life by is it gonna propel me to the next level? Is it correct for me anymore? And remember, we all change. We change, we grow. What was right for us a year ago may not be right for us today. What was right for us 5 years ago might not be right for us today, right? Show me the Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant. Let's do one more for the Hierophant for Gemini. The Fool. There's the death and rebirth. King of Swords. There's been a transformation in your beliefs. Death and rebirth, that's transformation. There's been a transformation in your book of life and what you subscribe to, because there's been a change in you. And it's requiring you to open up your energy, the Fool. That's that childlike wonder. That's the journey. The new beginning, the taking the leap of faith. Oh, and she's barefoot as she embarks on the journey. It's a new journey. It's a new sense of being. Queen of Swords, or King of Swords, you've made up your mind. You've made sense of it with your mind. That your beliefs and the way that you have operated has transformed, and it's propelled you into this Fool energy, which is a beautiful energy. It centers on trust. Oh yeah, trust in the adventure. This is literally the Fool. Trust in the adventure. Beautiful. Okay, on your recent, or on the exit is the Chariot. Let me see the Chariot on the exit for Gemini. Let me see the Chariot on the exit. I feel like this might be the direction that you were once headed, or that you were subscribing to. Show me the Chariot. The Chariot is like a full throttle of energy. Like it goes this way or this way. It's very decisive. Show me the Chariot. And perhaps it could just be, I don't really know. I don't know where my journey is going to take me, but I'm going to take it. There's such a trust, a claimancy, the Emperor, Ace of Cups. I'm going to follow my heart into the unknown. Ace of Cups, the Moon, Two of Wands. Show me the Chariot on the exit. Let's do one more. The Chariot on the exit. You have so much major arcana in your reading. I feel like this is part of like an awakening process for you. Ace of Pentacles. The Devil. Five of Cups. Some stability that you were pursuing, that you were involved in. Ace of Pentacles. It was supposed to bring you stability, but it's next to the Devil and Five of Cups. Meaning it could be a negative attachment. It's an unhealthy attachment. It's could be codependency. Something in that relates to your stability and your foundation. Ace of Pentacles is very supposed to be like an offering of stability and groundedness, but here I'm seeing it's attached to the Devil and Five of Cups, which is feelings of sadness, feelings of grief, feelings of loss. Even though it was supposed to offer you the opposite. And that's the reason why you were headed towards it. Full throttle. It was your Ace of Pentacles. It was what you chose to move towards. But perhaps it ended up being an unhealthy attachment, unhealthy patterns of attachment. Five of Cups brought you a lot of grief, brought you a lot of loss, remorse, sadness, a lot of memories in here as well. You could be showing me here as well that you've processed these deep emotions, right? Bringing it back to your opening. The Chariot, you've taken action towards unhealthy patterns in your life, unhealthy and unproductive attachments, as it relates to stability, and the feelings of loss and sadness and regret and remorse and memories of the past. The Chariot, you've taken action towards all of that, meaning you've processed it. That makes a lot of sense considering the rest of your spread and the amount of judgment and justice, like these spiritual concepts I feel like you're saying, I've taken action towards these things, towards my negative patterns, towards my patterns of attachment, perhaps, to stability, and how it's unhealthy, how it's perhaps kept me stuck, right? In that state of stagnancy. I've processed it. And though it was difficult, 5 of Cups, I feel like there's like a washing away of it, like it's drained from you. That's what intuitively I'm getting. Okay. And then over here we have 4 of Wands, which is celebratory energy. It's relationship energy. It's actual stability, not attached to the devil. Show me this 4 of Wands and what is to come for Gemini. You've done so much work. I can see it. You have such spiritual lessons attached to you, and the digging into your moon and your heart and dealing with the the difficult emotions intuitively, and looking at them with your third eye and understanding them, and experiencing the Tower and experiencing Judgment, experiencing the Hanged Man energy, the transformation. There's a lot of work in here. The emergence of true knowing. I've literally seen that here. Death reclaims a life. Your life was reclaimed by you. And then connection through the cosmos, community, everything is connected. The law of reciprocity. That's the 4 of Wands. Let's see this 4 of Wands for Gemini. Let's do 2 more. 4 of Wands for Gemini. I just got the image of you walking barefoot again on that journey. And you're so grounded and you're so centered. Exploring these depths. I feel like that's what this is. 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands. There's the 10 of Wands. Here's the walking away from your stability. So it took the journey, the evolution, the transformation, the gained insights, the judgment, the gaining new perspective, the understanding and digging into the depths and the memories of our past, and the negative attachments, the unhealthy attachments, the unhealthy patterns as it relates to stability. And then here you are literally resisting and walking away from it. 10 of Wands. You're saying it is too heavy. Whatever you have been connected to, it is too heavy. It's aligned to myself. 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands. I need to resist this and go on this journey. 10 of Wands. Literally. Not sure where you're going. But remember I said I don't think you... No, I did say you knew where you were going. Let me see. Let me push this a bit further. Can I push this a bit further? Whatever stability you have been connected to, you are walking away from it. You are dropping the burden. You're saying it was an illusion. I need to resist it. I need to walk away from it. I need to leave it behind. Where is Gemini going? Two more. Where is Gemini going? Where is Gemini going? Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You're going towards what feels right for you in your heart. Knight of Cups is the deliverance of our heart outside of ourselves. Nine of Pentacles, you're going to stand as an independent person, empowered. You showed me the Emperor, that's empowerment. Nine of Pentacles is empowerment. It's reaching for what is aligned with our value and our worth. And then you showed me the King of Wands. And up here, remember I said you could be contemplating whether investing in a Queen of Wands is correct for you, and is it right for you? Is it just? Is that what justice is for you? Here you're showing me the matching counterpart. Queen and King of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to reach for this, deliver my heart. If this is you, and solely you, which the Knight of Cups makes me believe that because the Knights deliver things outside of ourselves. So the Knight of Cups delivers our heart, which makes me think that this is delivering your heart outside of yourself. But if this is you, it's what you're really showing me is I'm going to do what makes me feel passionate, what makes me feel vibrant, what makes me feel good in my heart. I'm going to reach for those things that make, I'm hearing that make me feel vulnerable. There's a vulnerability. And remember over here I said a lot of people don't want to dig into their moon because there is a vulnerability in it, but it's like you claimed it. Like, no, I'm doing that. It's like you gladly did it. And I see that here as well. If this is just solely you. Four of Pentacles. You're going to release what you've been holding on to. There's the Eight of Pentacles. To make an investment. Ooh. And the Lovers. Spiritual, emotional, bonded connection. It's spiritually aligned. And it's also a major decision. Ooh, the Magician. Shit, Gemini. You've been manifesting this. Wow. You've been manifesting this decision. Oh, there's the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Fullness of heart. Love it. Love it for you. So take this as it resonates. I see a lot of elements of like a romantic connection here. Does not necessarily have to be. I believe that you yourself have transformed. You have went through a spiritual evolution. You have went through a spiritual expansion. There has been the emergence of true knowing based in your intuition, based in your deep dive into the moon space, based in the tower energy where illusions, delusions came down and what remained was truth. And then you made judgment accordingly. Spiritual lessons and decisions You processed your difficult emotions of the past related to stability. You walk away over here. I believe it's something you've been manifesting for yourself. You're standing as an empowered person, an empowered, vulnerable person who's filled with so much passion. And it's on your mind currently, is this correct for me? Is this what justice is? And I believe it is. And if it's romantic, there's matching frequencies here in the Queen and King of Wands as well as the Lovers. That's a spiritual alignment. It's also a major decision. And then you show me the Ace of Cups twice. You have a fullness of heart. So much love to give and receive. Connection through the cosmos. Everything is connected. The law of reciprocity. It's beautiful energy. All right, I'm going to get some charms and then I'm going to get advice for you. Beautiful reading, Gemini. Such a transformation. So cool. I loved your reading. Okay, let's see here. All right, so we have the Frog taking the leap of faith. We have the Milk. I think that's that strength energy that I saw. We have the Panda. Peace, finding the calm, feeling that groundedness, that centeredness. We have the word hope. We have the anchor with the word love on it. We have another feather going with that flow state, trusting in the journey. We have the word love with the heart. Love. What's interesting on the love card is the O is the heart and it's cut out. I don't know why it's hitting me. It's like part of your heart has been missing. We have the medallion that says just for you. Yeah, lovers' connections are typically just for you. They're unique to you. We have another heart. We have the World, so closing out some cycles to begin others. We have the blue medallion. Remember I said there was a lot of blue energy. I think that's the exploration of your depth. We have the anchor. What are you anchoring yourself to? We have the money sign, so a sign of abundance. We have another key. We had a key earlier. Here's the second key. You both hold the key to the door that needs to be unlocked, or that will be unlocked. We have the word protected. You are protected. We have the mask in reverse. Yeah, removing the mask, being authentically you. There's the meditative spiritual hand, remaining grounded, also a sign of spirituality and spiritual growth. And we have two more feathers. Feathers are really big. They may be signs and synchronicities for you right now. You may be seeing a lot of feathers. Interesting. Okay, and then we have some more letters. Let's see what we have here. Let's see. We have Q, K, F, X, X, and C. Q, K, F, X, X, and C. All right, and then let me get some advice for you. I'm gonna pull from the Oracle and then the Tarot and a final spirit message. Okay, any other messages for Gemini? Any other messages for Gemini? Any other messages for Gemini? We have so many signs on the board. We have Aries, we have Pisces, we have Taurus, we have Gemini, we have Leo, we have Scorpio. We have Libra. We have Capricorn. Yeah, Aries again. Scorpio multiple times. But I love when you show up in your reading, the Lovers. All right. Additional messages for Gemini. One more. Additional messages for Gemini. All right, I'm going to shake them out, Spirit. Additional messages for Gemini. You are brilliant. There's the peacock energy. Number 30. Yeah, you're unique. What did I say about that, Lovers? The Lovers is unique to you. It's yours. It's just for you. You're brilliant. Peacock demands to be seen and recognized and valued for their uniqueness. Trust yourself. Yeah. I feel like you are. Remember I said there was such a trust in you. Release old patterns. There's the Five of Cups, the Devil, Ace of Pentacles. Release old patterns related to stability and unhealthy patterns. The power of silence. Yeah, there was a lot that occurred in that Hanged Man state, where you're gaining new reflections, clear limiting beliefs, and then, yeah, that slow down. Oh, and your soul knows. Slow down. Remember, be grounded, be centered. I feel like the imagery of walking barefoot was really, really prominent. That might be something you want to do, like to ground yourself, connect yourself with nature. And then we have intuitive journaling, also another practice that you can do. Wow, so beautiful. I love this for you. Spacious mind and soul. Love it. Love it. But so much of your energy was not focused on the mind. It was just focused on the spiritual understanding, the intuitive knowing, the heart space, the emotions, the depth. I love that about you. I love that about your reading. And empowerment. You're feeling so empowered. Your soul knows. But perhaps engage in intuitive journaling, also grounding yourself in nature. I love this for you. You are brilliant. The precious present moment. There's that grounding energy. Yeah, remain present. And recognize that this moment is precious. It's an evolution for you. I love this for you, Gemini. All right, let me get some advice from the tarot. Can I get final advice from the tarot for Gemini? So beautiful. Your reading is the first one that I've gotten for August that is more like related to like spiritual understanding, spiritual growth. I do feel like this is an evolution for you, an elevation for you. Everything is connected. Everything that you've experienced, everything has led you up to the present moment, and you have done the work such as love, 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 love. You are in that flow state and you're trusting in the journey, and I'm so proud of you. You're having that rigorous honesty with yourself, and you're taking that inventory and you're going on the exploration. And you're relying on your intuitive knowing and your intuitive sense. Love this. All right, one more final advice for Gemini. Final advice for Gemini. The Emperor that you started off with. Knight of Wands, yeah. Take action towards what is right for you. Two of Wands, there's the decision. And invest. Yep. Love this for you. Invest in what is correct for you. And then the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and then invest in equal, balanced connections that are equal and loving and full of heart and stability. Make the decision to invest in yourself and in your passion. Knight of Wands and the Emperor, and claim it. Claim those things that bring you vibrancy and that are aligned with your value and your self-worth, and that are actually stable and equal. The law of reciprocity. Nurture those. Nurture that for yourself first and foremost. Love this. All right. Final spirit message for Gemini. Final spirit message for Gemini. Final spirit message for Gemini. I have a feeling your reading went way longer than what I thought, but that's okay. It's beautiful. Death reclaimed alive because you transformed for you. And I love that for you. Final spirit message for Gemini. Make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. Love this. I love this. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? Love this for you, Gemini. Oh my goodness. It looks like you have a beautiful August ahead of you. Not to say that I believe that this is just beginning in August. No, this is a very lengthy process. You have probably been going through this process, who knows how long. Who knows how long. Digging into that moon, digging into that and processing that Five of Cups. Honestly, I mean, let me just actually take a look at that for you. How long has this been going on? Within the last 10 years. Slowly but surely, this has been a journey for you. Any other timing elements? That's too many. On a windy day in February. This could have really, yeah, and I think the insights started to happen in July where you're ready to start taking action, possibly coming out of that stagnancy state of the Hanged Man began in July, but perhaps this began, it says within 10 years or in February, so take it as it resonates, but I do believe it's been a long time. Wow. All right, Gemini. I hope that this helped you. Have a great rest of your August. Take care.